Hi, I'm Andrew Armstrong. Welcome to Transforming Andrew. I'm back from my long run of the week. And just to share my stats with you, it's 8.21 miles in 1 hour 31, and that's averaging at 11 minutes and 5 seconds per mile, 1,046 calories burnt. And the reason I wanted to make the video actually is just to capture my thoughts as I was just coming across the finish line, as it were, and a little bit about what I do. So just to show you, I've got on a little bum bag, and in that I keep my phone, my house keys, and £20 of cash should I need to stop for a drink or a cup of coffee, because it's quite expensive around here and places are few and far between, so I don't have many options. Obviously my headphones, I've improvised here and I've made a little clip off a conference bag to keep them from bobbing around, because I found after the first sort of few minutes, already my mind is trying to play tricks on me, and little niggles like headphone wire falling out, things like that can really affect my concentration, and I really just want to concentrate on the running. So that little clip is a hot tip for you. I adjusted my run a little bit because I wanted to add some extra miles. So I did a sort of 4 miles and a bit out and a 4 miles and a bit back. That's pushed it up from last week, I think, by about a mile. So I'm trying to add a mile a week. And today's a bit different because I've got some new trainers on. I'd like to show these to you because I was wearing some trail running shoes the last few weeks, and they're great, but they started to wear out, and that's because the soles are a lot softer to be grippier on that mud and rough terrain. So I went to a shop today, and it's a great one, and let me show you what I've got first. Okay, so these are Brooks Ghost 8s, and they're very comfortable and they're really quite good. And the shop I bought them to is a shop, I believe it's called Up and Running in Headington in Oxford, and it was fantastic. I went in there, said I need some running shoes, and then they asked me, the gentleman behind the counter, who's a very skinny running chap himself, so he knows what he's talking about, asked me a bunch of questions really about what I wanted to achieve and how I'm running and what I want out of the trainers. And then he got me to run on a treadmill because he performed a gait analysis to see how my feet were striking the deck on each pace, just each stride, to make sure that the trainers were appropriate. So it turned out I was, I think, about 89 degrees, which is neutral. It's pretty much neutral, dead on. And that means I could wear a bunch of neutral trainers, and he said that's very nice and easy to choose from. He presented me with a large array to try on, and he didn't steer me on this. He just said, basically, try them all on, have a walk around and see how you feel. So I really had my heart set on some Asics, because everybody's wearing these sort of Japanese Asics trainers, or Asics, however you pronounce it. And actually, I didn't like them. They were, the tops felt very thin, and I could feel my sort of toenail in the toe box. Toe box was very small, and I could feel my toenail, and I thought, This will penetrate the top of this trainer after a few hundred miles. It's not what I want. I want something that's going to last. So as I gravitated on my choices, basically he said I've done what most people do. There's a few brands of trainers. Some are narrow basically, and some are wider. And people who prefer a wider shoe prefer the couple of choices that I had. And then I finally settled on the Brooks. Very comfortable. I've just broke them in effectively on this run. They're like a glove. They really do not haven't caused me any problems at all. I had a little bit of a niggly knee, and that's from yesterday's bleep test, in which I scored a 9.1. So yippee! But yeah, I'm very happy, very pleased with the choice. So I'm not really I'm not unhappy with my previous trainers. It's just that they're more suited for the off-road, cross-country terrain, and I'd rather save them for that. I'd rather not wear them out on it. So £110 for these. Very happy, very cool and fashionable looking, and very comfortable. So I don't think necessarily money, though, is really what you should be looking for. I think look for the expertise. I'm sure I could find these cheaper if I went online, but to go to the shop and have somebody spend nearly an hour with you to help choose your trainer and what's best for you, that's almost invaluable. So I'd advise try that. And I hope this has been of some use to you. Please click subscribe if you want to hear me ranting more, and please feel free to leave your comments down below. And as ever, thanks for watching.